Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
A few moments later.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Sports Church right here on Barracks Party Media, where we gather together, worship at the altar of competition, where grown men and women play with balls, drive around in circles, and beat the shit out of each other. I'm your host, Friar Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. I'm a card carrier member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly, and one of the founding members of Barracks Party Media. All right, we got a lot to unpack in a short time to do it, as I always say. We're going to cover some fights, big fight nights this week. We got a little bit of baseball. We got some auto racing. We're going to have some hockey talk. And we're going to hit it all. So on the sports that we love. So might not get some pro basketball out of this show. Sorry. But without further ado, let's get everybody going. He was first in. He's last in now, but he was first in. So he'll be first up. He's a United States Marine Corps veteran. He's a regular contributor co-host to The Bar as well, which you catch usually every Friday night, at least for a little while. Right here on Barracks Party Media. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter. All you gotta do is search Barracks Party Media. You'll find us. Give it a like, a love, leave a comment, and share us out. Without further ado, from the great state of Wisconsin, the one and only pterodactyl.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
Yeah, good weekend. I just got done watching UFL game. I mean, it's something that's on anyway, but I guess their playoffs are set now, so I think there's still 2 weeks left in the regular season. But
how is that product? How was the game? I mean, what's the level of play?
It's okay. It's I mean, there's names that you recognize that Birmingham wasn't playing, but I recognize Amari Rogers, and then they got a tight end that used to play for the Packers too. So you see a few guys that were on teams and then worked their way out of the league, and other guys that just didn't get drafted and are trying to work their way up to the NFL eventually. So it's football. It's something to watch. It's definitely not as good as the NFL games, but
yeah, I watched the Cubs lose today, so it was, I probably should have watched some football.
The only hockey game left for this round of the playoffs isn't happening until tomorrow because 3 out of the final 4 teams are already set for that. So we'll get into that later. And yeah, I caught some 1 fights. There was a UFC fight card, but I'm sure Pook's going to be going into depth on that. So yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. All right,
yeah,
man.
Whatever.
Let's bring him on. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Been friends with this fine gentleman for it's been a minute. We're rolling up on 3 decades. We're getting old. We served together at the all-inclusive resort known as 43 Area Las Pulgas in Capitol, California. Guest of the most holistic company in Marine Corps history, Ammo Company, part of First Supply Battalion, First 4-Star Support Group, First Marine Division. He is our fighting, MMA, and gambling expert. Without further ado, please welcome to the Sport Church, Brother Bishop Pook. Dog.
Yes, sir. The Brother Bishop Pook Dog from the First Sports Church. Nothing but the truth, baby. And that's what we got today. We got a bunch of fighting news, my man. We got Tyson Fury fought Usyk yesterday. You guys all saw that, right? Did you see that?
I saw the highlights.
Tyson lost,
Yeah,
we got the standing 8 count. I sent it to Minnie. We got some fan footage. We'll get into that. As far as like the UFC, I think I heard you say in your intro, T, that you saw the whole card last night.
I didn't see the whole card. I went through the results of everything, caught some.
Oh, right. Well, we're on the same page through the results as well. I did not see the whole card. I did, however, see the whole Tyson Fury fight. So we're on the same page.
The one thing I noticed about the UFC fights is usually Brazil's so dominant UFC wise, not so much one wise, but the only fight that Brazil actually won against a fighter from a different country was on a disqualification. So it was not a good night for the Brazilians.
I believe there's something else going on here. I believe that it's not necessarily the quality of fighters coming out of Brazil. I think it's the age of the fighters in Brazil on this card. You know what I'm saying? Father Time is undefeated.
I actually developed, I got my own little ranking system because I'm a nerd sometimes, and I got Brazil ranked the highest right now. Basically, how I've been doing it, I've gone through all the fights through the last year, and you win by a split decision, you get a point. You lose by a split decision, you lose a point. Unanimous decision, 2 points. Get knocked out in the last round, 3 points, and so on and so forth until you get to a first round knockout. So, but yeah,
I like it. I like your ranking system. I think it's really cool.
I could send you both with the UFC and the ones that I've done in the group chat or something.
Yeah, send them to me. I don't have the chat. I stay off of Facebook. I'm allergic to it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, boys, let's bring on Pop.
Try to test it.
So we'll get into everybody's segment here in a little bit, but we got to get Pops on and get his little tidbits, his little teasers. We call him Pops because he's my Pops. He's been in the auto racing industry in one form or another for over 50 years. So we know no other person to speak so highly on the subject. Without further ado, please welcome my soon-to-be roommate, housemate, Reverend Pops.
Good afternoon. It's still afternoon. Maybe it's evening. I don't know.
It's evening.
It's been an interesting day, to say the least, because of the qualifications going on. This will crack you up how close things are. There was 9 thousandths of a second between McLaughlin and Power in qualifying for the top 6. 9,000. That's 23 inches difference over 10 miles. So, I mean, oh my God. Anyway, it was awesome. We got the results from Indy, all 33 cars, and then we got the race, which is just getting ready to start at North Wilkesboro. I just saw that Kyle Larson got out. Well, they showed pictures of the airplane flying in. Then they showed pictures of Kyle Larson getting out of the airplane, getting into the helicopter. And then as he got to North Wilkesboro, they showed a picture of him getting out of the car and getting into the infield. So the race has been postponed until Larson could get there. So that was pretty neat that NASCAR did that. But it is awesome. He qualified 5th in his inaugural race, and that's just incredible, to say the least. And he looked good doing it. He had a scare yesterday before he qualified. He lost the rear end just a little bit, but enough to scare the bejeebers out of you, because you could see the full left side of the car, which you're not supposed to be able to do as you're looking down at the car. So it was awesome. It's neat to see a NASCAR guy try to do the double being the Indianapolis 500. And then later that evening, doing the Coca-Cola 600 from Charlotte. So there's an awful lot of logistics to work out, but apparently they'll do that. We will see what we will see.
Right on. All right,
Hey,
brother Bishop.
Pook, I put that spreadsheet in our group text as well.
Yeah,
if you ever
I was
wanna
just
take a look at it.
I just opened that up, and you must have an iPhone, sir.
No, it's a Galaxy.
It's a Galaxy. I can't read this, bro. That's what made me think you got an iPhone.
I couldn't.
No,
I couldn't text the actual Excel documents in it. Yeah, they just photo. I just screenshotted it. Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out where the next line goes.
I have no idea. It's all Greek to me. But
that's like me betting. It's all Greek to me.
It's all Greek to me, my man. Like George Pardos. Oh, get back. I said the name.
Yeah, you said the name. We won't say that name.
The unmentionable.
Yeah. He'll pay. He'll pay later. All right, man. Come at me, bro. What do you got?
Well, I really wasn't. Well, if you're a Tyson Fury fan, I guess I could come at you. That wasn't the plan. The plan wasn't really to come at you. The plan was going to be to ask to you a little bit more about his ranking system. I wanted to ask him so you got each category of fighter by nationality here.
Yeah, well, UFC, I broke it down into states because there's so many Americans in that. But
oh man, that's not fair to the USA, baby.
Yeah, that's why Brazil's up. That's why Brazil's up top. You got so many fights that are USA on USA otherwise.
Well, you can't. Okay, I get what you're saying. You probably started doing this with the Singapore nonsense, and then you bled it into the UFC because they're way more diverse. They're way more diverse. There's so many different nationalities. I'm never going to disparage one. They got great freaking champions. They got really good fighters. They put on a really good show. It's just impossible for me to freaking live life and follow the UFC, let alone some other sports organization across the seas. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really hard for me to know what's going on everywhere. That's for certain. Yesterday afternoon, we had a fight between Usyk and Tyson Fury. It was interesting to say the least. It opened up the beginning of the. Obviously, it's for the heavyweight champion of the world. It's boxing. It's for the man that beat the man. We got a lineal title here at stake, and it wasn't like to explain. It wasn't like it was a title vacated. Tyson Fury was the last man to beat the man. I mean, I know there's other titles floating out around there. I believe we have a unified heavyweight champ now with Usyk, because Usyk beat Joshua, right? I believe multiple times he pieced Joshua up. Joshua was thought in boxing to be the best of the best, right? And he beat Joshua twice, and now he beat Tyson Fury. So there really isn't anyone left. There really isn't anyone left. Big Bang Zhang, maybe. You got Big Bang Zhang. You got Deontay Wilder. Usyk is the king. He's the king right now. And on my scorecard, I did bet Usyk. And on my, so I might be a little biased, but on my scorecard, I got Usyk winning. I got Usyk winning big, especially after that 9th round. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't, including one of the judges. So it was a split decision. It starts out, Tyson Fury's clowning around in the first couple rounds, and he gets pieced up clowning around. He says in the press conference, oh, I was having fun. I was clowning around. I traded with him. He hit me. I hit him, right? Well, those first 2 rounds were all Usyk. And then you go into like the 4th or 5th round were definitely Tyson Fury. It looked almost like it did look to me. I had a bet and I was in the fight, and I got my ticket, and I'm looking for Usyk to do something. But to everyone else that was watching the fight, the 4th or 5th round looked like Tyson Fury, a cat playing with a mouse. Tyson Fury was just like doing whatever he wanted with Usyk, which was how a lot of people thought this fight was going to go anyway. The later rounds, I believe it might have been the next few rounds. The 7th round, I believe, was when Tyson Fury got cut. Might have been the 8th. Usyk landed some really good shots, hit Tyson in the nose, took him off his concentration, I'd say. Freaking got his eye. The following couple rounds, in the 9th round, if it wasn't for the referee doing his job, now I say doing his job because it's boxing. It's boxing. It's not the UFC. The deal is if someone's out on their feet, you give them a standing 8 count. That's the rules. The rules are the rules, and the facts are the facts. We're going to have to pay a cheese tax here somehow. But anyway. Anyway, if it wasn't for the standing 8 count, that fight would have been over. No doubt. No doubt. And we got that footage. You got that? Can we put that up so people know what I'm talking about? People and
which one is it?
It's this first one I sent you. It's going to be the one that doesn't have John Jones kicking a fan in the leg.
Damn it. Yeah, give me a second. I thought I sent it, but I didn't.
I sent you 2 videos. One's John Jones kicking a fan in the leg. Yeah. And people are making a big deal out of that. And we'll get into that. John Jones is John Jones. Well, John Jones right now. Well, while he's looking this up, we'll talk a little John Jones. John Jones is injured right now, and he's awaiting the fight with Stipe. And a lot of fans are giving him a lot of grief online, and he's responding, which I don't think is ever smart.
No,
I think so.
Don't be looking at Twitter.
Yeah, well, they're saying he's ducking Tom Aspinall. I mean, he's saying he's ducking Tom Aspinall and all this other nonsense. And the fight with Stipe was set up a long time ago, and that's where I stand on it. And that should probably be where John Jones starts and ends. But I don't have any of these posts because I don't really want to go into them online. But basically, it's like, why are you even talking to us? Why is our heavyweight champ trading insults with fans? It's so stupid. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this Tyson Fury fight. Out on his feet.
Yeah.
Out on his feet. If this ref don't give him a standing 8 count, this fight is completely over.
Yeah, he was rocked. For sure.
Yeah.
No, he was rocked. Yeah, that's the clip. That's the clip.
That was at the end of the round.
That was the 9th round. That was the 9th round,
It looked like it was good that it was the end of the round. He didn't look good coming back to the corner.
Saved by the bell.
No,
Usyk. Well, he was saved by the rules and the ref. That I'm not saying that the boxing rules are wrong, because the rules are the rules, right? I'm not saying they're wrong. but I really don't like the boxing scoring system. To reiterate for the 1,000th time, shit.
Yeah.
I really don't like boxing scoring system. I don't know if I like that. I get it's to protect the fighters, though. But that fight would definitely be – you let that fight go on. You don't give him a standing 8 count, which you're supposed to do if a fighter's knocked out on his feet. You're supposed to give him a standing 8 count. But if you don't let him give him a standing 8, Tyson Fury's floored. You know, he was going down.
How'd they score that round? How'd they score that round?
You know, I didn't look at all the scorer sheets, but the guy that has Tyson Fury winning this fight, I'm sure he scored at 10-9 for Fury. Has to be a 10-8 round. Has to be a 10-8 round.
Yeah, that's what
has to be a 10-8 round. But one of the scorers actually has Tyson Fury winning this fight. Now, does that point at the corruption of boxing? I don't know, man. There's people online that are Tyson Fury fights that claim that this was a really close fight and Tyson Fury edged him out in round by round scoring. I'm not so sure. Definitely does not pass the playground test. Not after the first 2 rounds, watching freaking Tyson Fury get tagged up the way he did. And then in that 9th round, almost watched him get put down. Yeah. So
T got some comment from home.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the state of boxing in general?
Dude, since I can remember, I remember being a little kid growing up with Tyson, and that was like the craziest shit. Nobody had ever seen it. No, Dad had seen guys like Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, who's the fucking grill guy, fucking George Foreman, like
grill guy.
massive heavyweights, and then boxing took a horrible turn, and then Mike Tyson came around. Boxing was awesome again. It was king. And it's entered a lull, and then here comes Tyson Fury and Usain Bolt, or not Usain Bolt. What's his name?
Francis Ngannou, Joshua.
Francis Ngannou. Right. And all of a sudden, boom, we're back up to like, oh, people are paying attention to boxing. It was like Tiger Woods and golf. Like nobody fucked off about golf. Nobody cared. And then all of a sudden, people from the peripheral who never watched golf were watching golf, and that started happening with boxing again. So I don't know. It looks like the same character or draw as Tyson Fury. I don't know, but
well, they went so many months with Sugar Ray Leonard holding down the field because he was exciting.
That was one of the best fights
going on in heavyweight
I've ever seen. Is was him and oh God, help me out.
Mexican.
No, well, yeah, but he also Marvelous Marvin Hagler, like oh geez, man, like yeah. So I don't know, man. He got saved by the bell. I guess if they fight again, which I don't know why they would.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the fight again thing. All right, the fight again thing. They definitely there's a rematch clause in the contract. So if Tyson's people want to exercise that clause, they're definitely fighting again. Now, Tyson, right, said in the press conference, normally this is what the guys say anyway. I don't have no plans. I don't want to talk about what's next, blah, 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 right? He kept saying the same line over and over again. He's saying, I came here to get paid and laid and blah, blah, blah. He kept saying that over and over again. He's going to go home with his wife and his family, and he's going to think of – but, yeah, they're definitely going to fight again. And that goes to the conspiracy theory that Tyson actually threw this fight. That's why he's clowning around so much in the first and second round. I don't prescribe to that. I don't think that I've heard that online. I've heard people talking about that Tyson lost his fight on purpose to set up the second fight, maybe even set up a trilogy here. I don't think so. He got pieced up pretty good. And when he got pieced up, 12th round was pretty even. The 12th round, Tyson said if he knew he was behind on the scorecard, Tyson thinks he won. A lot of people think Tyson won. A lot of Tyson fans think he won. I know he didn't win. I mean, I could go through it again unbiasedly and do round by round scoring, but just the third grade playground test, bro, there's no way that man won. He got freaking lit up. He got lit up more than once. He got hurt, and he got hurt multiple times. Usyk never really got hurt. That's a lie. Usyk did get hurt. Usyk's straw might be broken. So I take that back. At Usyk, cosmetically in the fight, maybe he did look a little bit better. But Usyk did get taken to the hospital to get an MRI done on his jaw. So, yeah, so maybe Usyk got his jaw broken. It was a hell of a fight, man. It's probably – I'm sure you guys could find it. If you can't, maybe I can help you find it. If you want to watch it, maybe we could figure out a way for you guys to watch it. It's a hell of a fight, man. I mean, this is an exciting fight. It's an exciting fight, and we got a new champion. And it's no surprise to me that we got a new champion. I bet Usyk to win. So we'll see what happens moving forward with all this. I believe there's going to be a second fight and probably a third fight. Probably the next year. The next year is going to be all Tyson Usyk as far as the heavyweights are concerned.
Okay.
You got Deontay Wilder's fighting Big Bang Zhang, right? That's going to happen next month, I believe. And, I mean, who else you got? Joshua's been beat by Usyk. Usyk's beat them all. There's the two men that were undefeated. These were two undefeated fighters last night. So definitely this was for the championship. Usyk's a Ukrainian. He's wearing the Ukrainian colors. And after the fight, in the heat of battle.
There's your conspiracy theory. There's your conspiracy right there.
This is what Tyson said.
I know. I just threw gasoline on a fire, but all right.
Oh, you want to start talking about the Ukraine, my man? We can start.
No, I don't.
We can turn this into the conspiracy show.
No.
It's yours, okay? Okay.
Did someone say Ukraine? Did someone say Ukraine?
I did find the scorecard too, so I could always pull that up.
What's the scorecard look like?
The guy that, as I predicted, the guy that scored Tyson Fury as the winner had the 9th round, a 10-9 round.
Really? Here we go. So, let's see here. The first judge, let's see here. You had Usyk 115 to 112. The second judge had Fury 114 to 113, and the third judge had Usyk 114 to 113.
Wow.
What did they have? What did they have in the 9th round?
Yeah, can you see that 9th round?
In the 9th round, we've got 10-9 Usyk, we've got a 10-8 Usyk, and a 10-8 Usyk.
Yeah. Anybody that scored that 9th round at 10-9, right?
Yeah.
Is corrupt. They're corrupt.
Well, the guy that scored at 10-9 did have Usyk winning the fight still.
Incredible. Incredible. See, this I don't know about these.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I read that wrong. He did have a 10-8 as well.
Okay.
I read the wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, all three of them did have that 10-8.
It's got to be.
Oh,
I was going to say it's corrupt if they don't. I mean, there's no way. That should actually be a 10-7 round. And by the rules, you can award a 10-7 round. That was definitely a 10-7 round, but they never do it. A guy could get knocked down 3 times in a round, and they'll never give away a 10-7. But that should have been a 10-7. Usyk won that fight easy. 9th round, 10-7. That's what the Pook Dog has to say about that. I don't know how anyone else feels, but like I was saying before when we were talking about the Ukraine, that's exactly what Tyson said. And if I believe Tyson won the fight, I might even be on board with this nonsense. He didn't say it in the presser afterwards. In the presser afterwards, he dismissed it and said, that was what I said in the heat of battle. Right after the fight, he goes, I felt I won. One of the judges felt I won. It is what it is, mate. Blah, blah, blah. That's Tyson was very humble in the press conference. But immediately after the fight, when the fight was first announced, he said that it was a conspiracy because Usyk's from the Ukraine, and we all know that, that's how it goes. You know, we got Parliament and we got Congress waving Ukraine flags and everything. So we all know. So that's what he was saying. He's saying there's a bias because he's Ukrainian. He said that right after the fight. Now he changed his tune a little bit during the presser. I have to believe that there was no bias, man. As a matter of fact, I don't think Usyk lost the fight. Usyk won.
Until the U.S. government decides to award an extra $1 billion to the fight purse.
Oh, here we fucking go.
Here's the thing. If they did, there'd be all kinds of money unaccounted for. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. The accounting would be all screwed up. We wouldn't know where anything went. Yeah, it'd be wild.
Oh, first rule of government spending, boys, is poke a hole in the bucket when you're carrying the money. So,
what was the fight purse on this? $175 billion.
What's up, Pops?
I said, I think they may be opening up a loan with Israel to get that $1 million no matter what.
We'll see. All right, what else you got, Pook?
Well, there's not enough good Israeli heavyweights for us to have some kind of conspiracy with the Israeli fighters. But,
yeah, not a region known for its.
I mean, there's definitely no American Jews that are heavyweight champ material right now. So.
Here we go. Somebody shoot me. All right,
Butterbean maybe.
All right, isn't he dead?
No, man. He was really sick though. He was in a wheelchair.
That's what
I believe he's recovered. I believe he's recovered somewhat. I believe he has recovered. Well, we had a fight night last night. We had Barbosa. Barbosa is 38 years old. He's getting a little long in the tooth. He was whooped by Leron Murphy. A unanimous decision, 5 rounds.
Yep.
I did not see this fight. I meant to watch this fight before the broadcast, but I crashed out. I'm lucky. I crashed out like that guy. Who's the guy that grew a beard? Slept for 40 years and grew a beard.
Oh, Rip Van Winkle.
If my lady works at a restaurant, if she did not come home for lunch, I would not be on air right now because my phone was dead. My phone was dead and I was passed out. I apologize for not watching this card. I wanted to see this card. I did see the whole Tyson Fury fight. It was amazing. Look, I'll tell you what, Minnie. That's what honestly, when I was looking at the sports schedule yesterday, right? I knew I might not be able to get the UFC fight in. But one thing's for sure, I wanted to watch and comment on that Tyson Fury fight. I really believe.
Well, that's what everybody was talking about, leading up. I mean, it was that, and then we've got the fight in July with the, if you want to call it a fight, with Tyson, another Tyson, but the Tyson, and Jake Paul, and so this was.
I still don't know what to make, man. I still don't know what to make of that fight.
I don't either, dude, because I was convinced in my head at the get-go that it was going to be a fight, and then you stuck your poison in my fucking head. You're like, nah, it's gonna be bullshit. And now I'm like, now I'm at work telling people it's gonna be bullshit.
I think it's gonna be bullshit. I really, but right. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, right?
I just want to see Jake Paul get, airlifted. Tyson hits him, he hits the ground, the ambulance hits 60 miles an hour.
You hate that guy that much?
Yes.
I might hate his brother.
I don't hate him. I'm sure he's like a fine guy, but like the Jake Paul, the image, the entity, the cult of personality of Jake Paul, yeah, I fucking hate it. But him, like, I don't know him, so no, I don't hate him personally, but the whole cult of personality thing of Jake Paul, yeah, I hate it.
Besides the satanic pedophiles and international bankers that are running our world, I don't really hate anybody. I don't hate Jake Paul.
Oh, Jesus
definitely
Christ.
not. I definitely dislike his brother though, Logan.
Yeah,
I dislike his brother. His brother's a little weaselly, man.
He's a Ben Verlander of boxing.
He's a weasel, man.
Is he still doing the pro wrestling stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah. He's still doing pro wrestling. He's still doing energy drinks. He's still doing crypto scams. He's still suing fighters into bankruptcy. He's still doing all of it, bro. That guy's something else. He's wild. He's wild. And then he does it all with a smile on your face with a knife in your back while he's shaking your hand. You know,
Right.
that's Logan Paul for sure.
What was that again? What was that noise?
Yeah, the night in the back. Yeah.
Okay, it sounded like a very weak like monkey, like I don't know. Anyways, moving on.
Or a squeaky door hinge.
There you go.
All right.
Squeaky
Okay.
praise,
All right.
sir.
How's this instead?
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
Yeah. So we know, you know, Connor's got a fight coming up, right?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
How much money are we gonna lose on that fight?
Oh
How much
man,
money am I gonna lose on that fight?
you tell me, man. You do what you want to put on. I got Chandler, man. I'll be so surprised if Connor's able to get his shit together and whoop Chandler, because we all know he probably could. I would be so surprised if he can. I'll be so surprised if he can. I don't think that's happening. You gotta be prepared when you go into that octagon. We'll see what happens, but we'll see what happens.
I totally agree. But yeah, let's see. Let's revisit it. But like I'd say at least like 50 on Connor. I mean, the thing is
okay.
Is he going to be? They've already got the lines out for it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they're
going to move, but closer and closer to the fight, they're going to move.
I'm sure there's some lines, but we already know it's going to be round around a coin flip. Yeah. I mean, I will give you Vegas odds. I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna try to screw you over. I'll give you Vegas odds, but we all know it's going to be close to a coin flip for sure.
I know you're not going to screw me because if you did, I'd just start baiting baseball with you again. You know how that
works. Get back. I don't know. Last time you bet with me, you bet with your heart. You bet the Cubs and you lost, bro. So I don't know what that's about. But all right.
I know.
Actually, not only did that, but this sucker right here. I'm pointing at myself, the guy with two thumbs. This sucker right here went along with your nonsense pick and played it himself. So you drug me into the freaking abyss with you.
Look
at what's coming up. So we got so we got International Fight Week's going to be the McGregor-Chandler fight. That's going to be coming up June 29th. So we're like a month away. We're a little over a month and a half away, I believe. Like a month and a half away from that. That's really the next biggest thing going on in the UFC. I mean, they got like the road to UFC season 3, Shanghai quarterfinals. Makhachev Poirier, that's going to be a good one. Dustin Poirier, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Met that guy in Vegas. He responds with me on email. Have not been able to get him on the show. However, we know this. Cannonier Imavov, Perez, Whitaker, Chimaev. Oh, there's some interesting stuff coming up. You got Whitaker Chimaev is going to be an ABC fight. That's going to be nationally televised. And that's nice. That's going to be like 1 week before the Conor fight. Looks like to me, if I was to read the tea leaves here, I'd say the UFC is promoting International Fight Week, Conor McGregor, Chandler, probably going to be their biggest pay-per-view maybe ever. And they're using the ABC UFC on ABC fight to promote that, because Whitaker Chimaev, that's going to be good. That's going to be a good one. This is going to be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So you got Whitaker, you got Whitaker Chimaev, and then a week later you got this big summer looks like for the UFC. Man, we've had a lot of really, really good cards this year. Starting with 299 with Sugar Sean, and then 300 was a good card. 301, not so much, but what the hell are you going to do after you freaking just unloaded on 300? And now they're coming back, and they're coming back. They got Robert Whitaker versus Hamzat Chimaev on ABC the 22nd of June, and then the following week, you're going to have Conor facing off against Chandler in probably the biggest pay-per-view of UFC ever. Close to it anyway. So lots happening in the UFC. I got that. If you want to pull that up, Yeah, John Jones kicking a fan. I got into it a little bit. I got into it a little bit during the while you were trying to pull up the footage of the Tyson Fury fight. I was talking a little John Jones stuff, but John Jones is getting roasted on the internet right now because he can't shut his mouth. And I'm on John Jones' side with this. A lot of people are saying that he should be fighting Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall has the interim title. None of it makes any sense. The titles don't make any sense. When these titles get vacated, I don't know what the UFC. It's just so stupid. When they got an interim champion, then they got the champion. Now, how they decided that John Jones was the champion, they marched him out against Cyril Gane. What does Cyril Gane do? He got his ass kicked by Francis Ngannou. How's he even the champ? He's not the champ. To be the man, you should have to beat the man, right?
Right.
Okay, here we got John Jones. Here we got John Jones. Go ahead, play it. We'll use the audio. From the guy. They explain the situation.
John Jones to kick him, and the aftermath is crazy. The champ tickled his leg first, then delivered a modest kick. But the artist wasn't done yet and wanted more from the champ.
Oi, show us the league.
Can you take a leg kick from John Jones? This artist asked the champ.
No,
send him to the send him to the hospital.
Didn't we see this before? Like, didn't he Jim Norton, comedian, big MMA guy? The two funniest clips I've ever seen were related to MMA, were John Jones kicking him, right?
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then Ronda Rousey putting him in an armbar. It's like, no, that's this guy's job. Of course he's gonna, I mean, Jesus.
This happened recently.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with it. You fucking asked for it. You asked for it.
I don't. Yeah, really. I don't either. But if you were piling on John Jones, you might. You follow what I'm saying?
You got that much time in your life. You got fucked.
Well, there's a dog pile on John Jones right now, and it's because of his mouth, because he responds to these trolls. But that's part of it. The part of it's him hurting this guy, sending him to the hospital. That's part of it. Him beating
Joe Rogan ever pulling the sign like, "Don't read the comments, you stupid fuck."
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't read the comments.
Yeah,
put it on there. It's just horrible, just to be horrible.
John Jones. Well, John Jones. John Jones John Jones is a great guy. I met him in person, right? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, as far as how cool he was to me, he was great. He was great. That being said, he's got a laundry list of shit that he did, and every time he goes up against a troll, it's like, you wife beater, you freaking left a drunk lady, or you go drunk, left hit and run on a pregnant lady. All these things. One thing he's had all these things, and it's real easy to get the goat's goat. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm saying. It's not hard.
That's legit stuff to criticize him about, but some clout chaser that got put in the hospital because he wanted to do a video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That dude asked him to do it. He's chasing clout. He just wants to.
Going to like Wrigley Field and be like, hey, let's see, who's the hardest throwing guy in the Cubs right now? Probably Javier Assad. Throws around like 94. Like, all right, hey, dude, I'm gonna get in the box and you drill me in the ribs with 94, just to show the people what it feels like. It's not good.
I mean, that's on you, right?
Yeah, it's on me. Yeah, I wanted the content. I got 2 broken ribs and some shredded cartilage to show for it. And okay, yeah, thanks, dude.
We think the same way. There's people out there, whether it's because they're virtue signaling or not, believe that John Jones shouldn't be freaking smashing people's legs like that, even if they ask for it. But that being said,
you need to fuck around. More people need to fuck around and find out. And he fucked around and he found out. Oh, you're on crutches? You gonna be okay? Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
All right. Okay, I'll play the devil's advocate on this one.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Because I don't really believe this, but the way you're talking, right? What if I put like a 380 in your hand, or maybe even a 500 freaking Smith & Wesson? I said, I've never been shot with one of these before. Here, I'm going to try out this flak. Let me try out this flak. I put on like a World War II flak jacket. I hand you the 500. And I'm like, let's try this out. And you fucking shoot me. I mean, knowing full well the kind of power that you have in that freaking pistol.
I'd be pretty tempted, to be honest with you.
Would it really be my fault, though? Would it really, if I was that gullible, would it really be my fault?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
You belong in prison, bro. You belong in
Well, a lot of people have said that before, but yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but come on, you're playing devil's advocate, and
right, but that's the argument. That's the argument. John Jones shouldn't be going around kicking people that hard unless it's in the octagon. But anyway, that wraps up my segment. You know, we talked about just about everything. What I really wanted to get into was what I got into, the Tyson Fury fight. Usyk's the new champ. I believe he's 37. He's a little long in the tooth himself, man. He's undefeated. He's 37. So I don't know how long he's going to reign as a champ. But right now, I don't believe there's anyone who can beat him. Tyson Fury literally towers over this guy, man. He's like a skyscraper standing over this guy. Usyk's a legit heavyweight.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably 6'2". I believe probably 230 is what I'm guessing, right? That's a guess, by the way. If someone wants to freaking light me up about that, they can. But I'm guessing. I don't remember the weights. I guess he's about 6'2", 230. Tyson is 6'9", man.
Yeah.
Tyson's 6'9". He towers over this guy, man. And Usyk's special.
It was
Usyk's
Alvin Drago versus Rocky, except reverse-ish, sort of. Yeah. So
Tyson Fury's a character, that's for sure.
I love. That's.
I don't know if
you
can compare him
to
to
the sport
Rocky,
needs. The sport.
Character.
No, I'm saying like Tyson Fury, Alvin Drago, the height and weight advantage versus Rocky and Usyk.
Oh yeah. No, it is. No, in reverse. Yeah. I was thinking the whole nationalities and.
No. I wasn't going there. I was just fighter type. Yeah.
Right. He's a monster. I mean, the guy. He isn't exactly like built out of granite. You know, he doesn't have that body type, but he moves like a freaking middleweight, and he's 6'9".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he does have a lot of power. So very impressive victory for Usyk. That wraps up my segment, bro.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go take a smoke break. So I'm gonna
NBA.
Well, that's T. That's if T cares to do that. I don't. But yeah, whatever you got. And I got
it's the playoffs.
T. Don't let me forget. I have a video for you. Actually, you know what? I should play this before I go because I might just forget because I'm gonna have to go through a gauntlet of people to get outside and have my cigarettes. So let's see if I can find it here. Where's the video? That's Pook stuff, conspiracy theories, UN guys in blue helmets.
Yeah, you better read all that. You better watch.
I will. That. I always watch them. I always watch them.
I don't know.
I always give you if you care enough to share it to me, then I'm gonna spend the time to watch it. Here we go, T. So you watch a lot of hockey, obviously.
Yeah. We actually saw this earlier today.
I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big red number drop low.
So what do you think? Accurate?
Yes, not calling anything during the play.
Yeah. That's how the NFL used to be. Remember that?
Definitely good games like that.
Like I remember the NFL. It was the infamous game. It was Indianapolis in Foxborough playing the Patriots, and they just allowed the Patriot DBs to just absolutely like sexually assault every single Colts receiver, and people are like, maybe call something. Like Jesus, like this is stupid. Like we know it's snowing, it's cold, it's windy, but fuck, did anybody complete a pass? Like It's Peyton Manning. You're ruining the brand. All right. I'll be right back, boys. Dive in, and I'll try and listen as I'm meandering through the fucking gauntlet I got to go through.
Yeah. I guess I don't really got a whole lot for hockey right now. I mean, we're getting down there. We got 5 teams left now. Every series ended in round 6 game 6 of the round 2, except for the Vancouver Edmonton series. Edmonton managed to get the win and force another game, which will be tomorrow. And then you'll have your final 4. The President's Cup winner, best record during the regular season, New York Rangers, finished off Carolina on, Friday. And then Florida finished off Boston, and Dallas finished off Colorado. Both games were 2-1 in those to finish their series in 6 games. It's going to be interesting. We got half the teams that are in. You could end one of the 2 big droughts in hockey, where a team that's won the President's Cup hasn't won, or a Canadian team winning. So the winner of Vancouver and Edmonton's going to be moving on. So if you're going off a recent history, maybe, pick Dallas or Florida, because usually the President's Trophy is a curse, and Canadian teams haven't been able to get it done since Montreal won it. God, how long was that? It feels like it had to be like at least 20 years ago.
Was it 20 years ago, Teach?
I forget the exact year. I'll Google it quick.
The years just fly by, bro.
I know they do. It's like all of a sudden it's just like that was that long ago, really.
Yeah, soon we'll be all taking a dirt nap, bro.
But it was even longer than that ago. I think it Google it is 1993. So that was the last time a Canadian team won.
1993.
1993.
So 31 years.
31 years ago. Yeah. So,
incredible.
I thought it was only 20 years ago. So yeah, I knew it was
only 20. Man, isn't it their sport?
Yeah, it was off by a whole decade. Yeah, but there's only what is there? It's only 6 Canadian teams in the league compared to the rest of the league being American teams. So yeah, you got Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Toronto, Winnipeg, and who's the last Canadian team I'm missing? My brain's fried today. But yeah, none of them have been able to get the job done in quite a while. So got a good shot at one of those streaks being broken now that you got half the teams that are left going to be breaking one of the streaks. Pook, you're muted. I don't know.
I was trying to chime in. I was trying to chime in here.
I could see you. I could see your mouth moving. I could see your mouth moving, but then I saw the little icon next to your name saying your mic was off.
Bro, I thought you were completely ignoring me because what I was saying. When you said that your mind, what did you say about your mind?
My mind is fried.
Your mind's fried. I said, were you on that Delta 8 again?
Not right now, I'm not. No.
Okay, just check. I thought you were ignoring me. All right.
No. Oh, but and then AHL playoffs are going on right now. My team, the Admirals, are down one game, down 0-1 right now in the best of 5 series. They play tomorrow night. So
refresh my memory again, T. Why are the Admirals your team?
Because they're the only team in Wisconsin in the AHL.
The
Milwaukee Admirals.
This will show you how little I know about hockey.
Yeah, we don't have an NHL team in Wisconsin.
I knew that because if I think about it, I've heard you talking about the Admirals before. Now my memory's refreshed, but I was thinking for a second there that they were an actual NHL team. I didn't know they were in Wisconsin, based out of Wisconsin. I had them confused with somebody else for sure.
Yeah, and actually the Seattle the Seattle Kraken.
That's what I had him confused with the Kraken, right?
The Kraken actually stole one of the alternate logos that the Admirals used to have on their
That's what I got him
previous
confused
jersey
with.
iteration. They had that anchor design that used to be on the Admiral jerseys until they switched their jerseys about 6 years ago or so. But they used to have this like Skeletor looking logo on the front, and then the anchor made out of bones on the shoulder. And the Kraken kind of stole that anchor.
The Kraken stole their logo.
Stole the alternate,
yeah. I talked to their logos though. They got like their regular logo. Those is the animal, the tentacles, the Kraken with the tentacles and all that, right? But I actually talked to some people when I was up in Seattle. I was up in Seattle not that long ago, and I was just trying to like talk to the man on the street. I talked to about 5 or 6 people, at least, maybe more. And I asked them, how do you feel about, I mean, obviously this is old news, but this is my first time in Seattle. How do you feel about the Seattle Supersonics leaving Seattle and becoming the Thunder? And the basic response I got from just about everybody was, well, we got the Kraken now. That was like their response. It's almost like, we don't care. We got the Kraken now. It's like,
I think they kind of they brought that team into Seattle, I think, just to give them headway to eventually get an NBA team. Because I think Seattle really wants a basketball team. They didn't really want team, but now they got an arena, so now they can go when an NBA team wants to move or they want to do an expansion. They can be, we got an arena right here ready for you to move into.
I talked to the blue and pink haired people on the street, and I asked them about the Seattle Supersonics leaving. You know, I was there at the Bubblegum Alley and everything, hanging out down there at Pike's Market and all that. And I talked to a bunch of people. I asked them about the Sonics leaving. They didn't seem to care because they had the Kraken. That seemed to be like the overwhelming response. Now, I'm sure that, that's like a sample of a very small size of people. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that were heartbroken when the Sonics left and could give a shit about the Kraken. But I mean, there's a lot of – I think you got more Kraken fans in Seattle than you got former Coyote fans here in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
And that's the thing. Like Utah was able to – the owner of the Jazz is who bought the Arizona Coyotes, so they got an arena already for them to move into. And if Arizona wanted to keep the Coyotes, they could have worked out a deal with the Suns to split the arena with them instead of having them play with Arizona State's little 5,000-seat arena. But they didn't want to do that. And then they had the Tempe stadium deal that got voted down by the voters over there. Enough people were like, yeah, we don't want to spend money to keep the team here, so we don't want to pay taxes to keep the team here.
Crazy.
So
it's crazy, bro. You know more
Glendale
about
Glendale kicked them out of the Gila River Arena. So I don't even know what they do with that.
I don't know. You know more about Glendale, Tempe, and Phoenix than I do, and I freaking actually live here. You know more about the city government. How sad is that? I am talking about satanic pedophiles ruling our country, and I couldn't even name you my councilman. I couldn't even tell you who my councilman is or who voted for what when it comes to the Arizona Coyotes. And I'm on a sports show. How disgusting. Unbelievable, Pook.
Just to be clear, everyone.
I didn't do fucking shit.
So moving off hockey, but loosely related because of the Montreal Canadiens uniforms. Did you see the alternates that the New York Giants have for this upcoming season? It looks like the Montreal Canadiens and the Michigan Wolverines had a baby.
Put it up. You got it?
All right.
Pull it up. Send it
I sent it to the chat here. So yeah, let me see if I can. All right. All right, let me pull this thing up. I am too slow at this kind of stuff.
That's what she said.
There's your new New York Giants uniforms right there.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I got to get me one. I got to
They
get me one
look
of
like
those.
Montreal.
Man,
They look like Montreal's hockey jerseys and short sleeves, and then they got the Michigan Wolverine style helmet with red instead of yellow on the.
Shit. I got to get
Emotional damage.
Get me one of them Phil Sims throwbacks with that shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Get me
it's
an
almost
LT.
very much as bad as the goofy uniforms being pulled in. What is this thing called? It's not a throwback, but the uniforms being
For what?
I don't know what they call it, like reverse retro.
Oh,
or
the City
whatever.
Connects.
Yeah.
The City Connect jerseys.
Oh,
yeah.
those, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and then
some
they,
of them are bad.
one of the hockey games this year, the Milwaukee Admirals did the Brewers City Connect jerseys in hockey form for one of their games.
Oh, Jesus. No thanks.
I did not like it. Yeah, it didn't look. I didn't care for it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So you guys, so let's do a poll. Who hates the new Giants jerseys? The new York Giants new jerseys. Who hates them?
I hate them.
Many.
They don't look like football jerseys. They look
Pops,
like
you don't like it either. I love them. I want an LT throwback. I want an LT.
Lighten up, Francis.
I'm pretty light with this.
You're just being a contrarian cunt, that's all.
No, I love it. I love what you're talking about. I mean, I wish the Bears would do something similar.
No. Well, they just stick to, ruining quarterbacks
they can
and
get
losing
that.
to the Packers.
Their alternates are always those blaze orange ones that hurt your eyes when you watch.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Those are terrible.
Those things are ugly as shit.
I gotta.
All right, what else?
Now.
What else you got for us? T?
Like
By the way, I noticed
deer hunting.
T, you still
I gotta
got your
get one
beard.
Yeah, I was just talking while you're gone. The Admirals did make it to the second round, but they're down 1-0 right now in Grand Rapids.
Well,
They
for the
play
Admirals, people, we need T to keep his beard, man.
they play in Milwaukee tomorrow. Then the series shifts back to Grand Rapids for 2 games, and then if they make it through that, Game 5 will be in Milwaukee. It's a best-of-5 series right now, so they're down 0-1, but they were down 0-2 in the previous series and then won 3 straight to take out the Texas Stars. So
There you go. All right.
hopefully we can replicate that.
What else you got for me, man?
Nothing really. We can move on to Pops here. Actually, my wife worked 12 hours today, so I might cut out here in a little bit. She's kind of wanting to spend some time with me now that she's home from work. So
How dare she?
right. But yeah, she came down here earlier, and so I think I'm gonna take off here in a little bit and spend some time with the family. So take care, guys.
Right on. All right, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you too, brother.
Later.
All right,
Dude,
Pops.
take care.
I got something for you. No, try. I couldn't find anything really to do for Poop. I had one for T. I got one for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Well, this is me pimping. Not me. It's not one of your most favorite people. He's one of my favorite people. But describing how difficult it is to be an actual F1 driver.
Tell you why the average person can't drive a Formula One. The reaction time of a Formula One driver is around 200 milliseconds, with a record reaction time of 40 milliseconds. It's the same reaction time that would allow a cat to dodge this snake. The brake of a Formula One car requires 220 pounds of force to use its full braking capacity. In addition, while braking, the car generates 5 G of force on the driver. It's similar to falling from a second floor. Drivers' necks are stronger than a rock, as all the loads end up coming to the head as if they were supporting more than 88 pounds of weight. So they have to put a lot of force on their necks. That's why some pilots have such a big neck. During a race, the cockpit of a Formula One car can heat up to 160 degrees, which causes a driver's heart rate to stay at 170 beats, when the normal is to have 70 beats per minute, and for a race that lasts an hour and a half, that's crazy. The hardest race for the drivers has always been the Singapore Grand Prix, where every year several drivers have to be given emergency treatment at the end of the race. Definitely not everyone is prepared to drive a Formula One. I'm going to...
What happened, Max?
Just saying, though. But man, that is crazy. I caught that, came across my feed. And I'm like, oh, people need to know about this because
You
like,
have-
it's insanely hard. Insanely hard. These guys are fighter pilots with 4 wheels. That's what they are.
You have to have the reflexes of a cat, my friend.
Or better.
Incredible. Or better.
Yeah. Yeah. And then doing it for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And
man. You've been around
in 100-degree plus heat.
Have you been around a lot of cats, my man?
Yes, sir, I have.
You used to do cat herding. You're right. You used to herd cats.
Yes.
I mean, you know how fast cats are.
Yes.
You know how quick they are. You ever try to drop a cat like upside down? Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're landing on their feet.
Yeah.
The higher up they are, the better off chance they have of landing on their feet.
I mean, you can drop them from a very short distance.
Waist level and they'll land on their feet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But
I mean, there's like videos. If you want to see some cat athletic feats, there's some crazy videos of what cats can do. Oh man.
Oh, I watch. I can't wait to see what they do at the new house. We have our just a side note. Our expected closing date is June 7th. So
right on.
So it'll be
congrats.
Me, my wife, James, Edith, Carl, Otis, Whoopi, and then whenever we get around to it, Dad will be super excited about this. Charlie Meow is James's cat that we haven't gotten yet, but she promised him a cat. I didn't promise him a cat. She promised him a cat, and he named it Charlie Meow. So Charlie Meow will be.
You guys gonna be living? Where are you guys gonna be living? You guys gonna be living out in the country a little bit, or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's funny. It's only about 10 minutes away from where I live right now, ish. But yeah, it's very much country, and the best part about the neighborhood is that I'm kind of on 2 sides, bracketed by some very, very wealthy neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So heavy police presence. Yay!
All right, I'm gonna.
But yeah, I got 0.63 acres besides the house. So yeah, we got room for chickens, garden, maybe a little baseball mound because James apparently wants to be a pitcher, which I'm not very excited about. But that's what he told his mom, and she's like, "Well, you teach him." Of course, I'll teach him, but I don't really want him to be a pitcher. She's like, "Why?"
Because of the arm? Because you'll throw your arm out?
the arm thing, and they tend to be the dumbest people on the field. But and the worst
definitely,
athletes.
I don't know. Definitely the most entitled. Definitely the most entitled. I don't know about the dumbest because I don't know. Some of them guys are very calculating, but definitely the most entitled. That's why
any job you do that somebody has to tell you how to do it and what to do it every single time. Just saying. Every pitcher and everybody who's ever thrown a baseball is gonna fucking hate me, but it's a Bull Durham reference. People, relax, all right? It's just don't think it only hurts the team. Just throw what I call. I want to announce my presence with authority. Okay, all right, Pops.
All right,
are you ready?
Yeah, you got some slides.
I have some slides.
All right, first slide is a movie.
A movie?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, I love these. I could watch a whole race just like this.
Wait till you hear this. Just be quiet right now.
Oh.
This is going out to qualify. That's Larson. The rookie.
Yeah, rookie.
This is just something. And take a look at the black spots on the wall. You'll see they're very prominent today.
Oh, yeah.
There's 1.
2.
There's 2 and 3. 4, 5, 6.
It's a good line. He's running a real good line.
This is a warm-up lap. Look at that. Where's it? Oh, there is an opening to the left. Okay.
Wow.
It looks like you're right into the wall.
Yeah, that is He's running a
Gray 2.
good line, real good line.
Running a great line.
Yeah.
Now, as we go past start finish line, hold your breath.
Green flag, Gray 3.
Okay.
Green flag.
Did he just shift there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Downshifted in the 5th. Now he's up in the 6th. You were supposed to be holding your breath.
I tried, man.
This is unreal. All right. One more lap. We can get out of this.
All right.
Go ahead and click out.
Gray 4.
There we go.
There we go. All right. So this weekend was the weekend of qualifications. Took 2 days. And this is how they ended up. And it's incredible. You remember that I mentioned last week that the Team Penske had some issues, and they ended up suspending 4 of their employees. And I mean, you took 4 of the best guys. You took the team manager of all the teams. He took the guy that did all the electronics for him. And this was a big electronics race because the Chevys were having a bit of a problem. And so anyway, you got 4 of their best employees suspended, and they have the entire front row, which is unreal. That's the first time since 1988 that Penske had the entire first row.
And who was that first row in 1988?
That was Mears, Unzer, and your buddy, Spin and Win.
Oh, Danny Sullivan.
There you go.
Nice.
So that was pretty awesome. When they got qualifying on Saturday, it was actually Will Power was fastest, followed by Scotty, McLaughlin, and Joseph Newgarden. But they flipped it around today, and the student, which is McLaughlin, who is being taught by Will Power, ended up being faster than Will Power.
That's funny.
Now, I mean, it's incredible that Penske got the entire front row. But anyway, as I said, in 1988, they did it once before. Alexander Rossi finished in the 4th position. Kyle Larson, the rookie Kyle Larson, finished 5th. And I love this picture.
Oh, yeah.
Dino Ferrucci qualified 6th.
He doesn't have a publicist, does he?
Well,
that's the worst picture ever. It looks like...
Right. He does not. He does not have a picture that is like all these other pictures.
Yeah. Like a pro spot.
Right? And I just grabbed this out of a picture that they had to put in there because that's the entire Santino Ferrucci attitude.
I like it.
Now, you got to keep in mind, Santino Ferrucci is driving for AJ Foyt.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
He finished 4th for AJ Foyt last year.
Mm-hmm.
And again, he has a much better chance of finishing higher this year. He has the best qualifying times and positions in the 500 of anyone else, including Elio Castro Neves,
wow,
who has won this race 4 times.
Yeah.
But Santino Ferrucci has a better finishing average than anyone else. And he is the goofiest son of a bitch you ever want to meet.
We got to get him on. We got to get him mic'd up when he's passing for the lead at 8,500 to win, Just have him just hit his mic button, and go ciao, and just right by. That'd be fucking great. Be amazing.
It was just awesome. It was a fairly clean Indy practice and qualifying. The next, go to the next slide.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The rest of the field, not counting the final row, Rinus VK had an accident in qualifying yesterday. They got the car put back together overnight, and he is starting in 7th place, which is just awesome. You know, your car is trashed. Fortunately, the tub didn't get ruined. And so they were able to make the repairs and get him out there again. And he finished, is going to start in 7th. Your buddy, the Irishman, Pato Ward,
Award
from Mexico, is
from
in
Mexico.
8th. Felix Rosenquist is in 9th. Takuma Sato, 2-time winner.
Yeah.
Takuma Sato is in 10th. Kyle Kirkwood, who is driving this year for Andretti. Remember, first year he was going to go with Andretti. Andretti ran out of cars. So he drove for AJ Foyt that year and then switched over to Andretti. Ryan Hunter-Ray, the only race he's going to run this year in IndyCar is this 500, and he qualified in 12th spot. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. And he's driving for well, I don't think Dryer Rainbow runs any other races during the year. So it's a single race for him at Indy, and it's a team that just occurs because of Indianapolis. So what else we got here? Colton Herta, the surprise. Colton's generally pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
But he is Andretti Global is under Hondas, and they have not been fast all month.
Yeah.
Alec Palou, this 2-time IndyCar champion, again is in the 5th row, 14th spot. Callum Ilott then drops down to Marcus Armstrong, one row back. This is a surprise. Ed Carpenter.
Yeah.
It's going to start in 17th place. Ed is normally way up there, but the fastest of Ed Carpenter Racing is Rinus VK. So that's kind of part strange. Kyphon Simpson is there. Then comes 19th. This is one hellacious row. If you want to, I'll tell you what. I'll take the 19th row and give you the field.
Really?
Well, look, you got Marco Andretti.
Poop. Are you
the
listening
guy?
to this?
Yeah, I'm listening to this.
Marco
I'll take the
Andretti.
19th row and give you the field.
He is he feels he's got a shot simply because he's going fast and the car is handling very, very well. Elio Castro Neves, 4-time winner, once his 5th. So he wants to be different.
Wait, hold on. You're taking row 7 and I get the field.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me? Okay. All right. On.
Elio Castro Neves, the man.
Winner.
Yeah, he is awesome. Now you look right next to him,
and he's all right. I mean, he's kind of he's all right. He hasn't really won much. Just like
he's got like 56 wins. I think.
Yeah, and how many championships?
6 or 7.
Yeah, I thought it was 6. Yeah.
Augustin Canapino in row 8th. My favorite, Stingray Rob. That's his real name. It's not a put up. That's his name, Stingray Rob. And he's followed by Christian Rasmussen. Here comes one of the. Oh,
I see a blast from the past. I see a name I recognize too on that list. Right at the
Tom
bottom.
Blomqvist. He comes from not Sweden. I can't remember where he's from. But anyway, he's from Europe, and he doesn't use U's. He's a V. So Bloomquist is not QU, it's QV. Then in that row is Roman Grosjean. You remember him from the trying to burn himself to death in Formula One.
Yep.
And that was scary. I don't care what anybody says.
Sure.
Let's see. Linus Lundqvist. Then comes down to Christian Lundgaard. The not the all-time favorite, but he really deserves to win this race. It's just Connor Daly. His dad is president of the place. So, I mean, it's as bad as Ed Carpenter.
Yeah. I was just thinking that,
and then Pietro Fittipaldi. It is the last of the guys that qualified Saturday. Now, these are the guys that qualified today. Whoa. Go ahead. Switch back to it. Catherine Legg got in the bump day, got in the 230.092 lap, and ends up in the 31st position. Next slide. Marcus Ericsson. He had the tough time disqualifying. But he got her done, 230.27. And next one, Graham Rahal, who got bumped out of the race last year, qualified 33rd, like he did last year before he got bumped out. And he sat through one more driver who had the chance to bump him out of the field. However, that poor driver ended up into the third turn wall and knocked him out of the race completely. Next slide. We go to the NASCAR race, which is just now starting, a 200-lap race with 23 cars in the field.
Why 23?
Because this is an all-star race, and so this is just a money race.
Okay, gotcha.
They're racing for $1 million, and they already are crashing on the second lap.
Of course.
What comes down to this is it's a money race. There's no points that can be won.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to get the best finish possible, and so there's no give and take. If you get a little bit out of the way, they just keep shoving you out of the way. And, I mean, this is what changed the mood, the fan mood of Darrell Waltrip. Remember, he booted Rusty Wallace out of the way during the All-Star race. Rusty did something like 18 flips going down the front straight in the grass, but so that it looks like they already got the yellow flag out again. What's going to be neat about this race is that they're doing, because it's a all-star race, they're doing something completely different. As Monty Python would say, they have two types of tires: standard tire and an alternate tire. The alternate tire is slightly faster and slightly less durable. Let's put it that way. However, they have to use the alternate tire for at least 2 laps. So far, it looks like no one started on the alternate because that was the rule. But they're going to have 2 competition yellows, at which they can change into the alternate tires. So it definitely will be an interesting race. I'm looking at who got knocked out. But anyway, it's something that NASCAR is going to try. They're running at North Wilkesboro Speedway, which has been out of NASCAR business for 2 years. Or they're in NASCAR back in. This is the second year they've had a race. Before that, they were probably out for almost 30 years. And so they ended up repaving the track completely. So it's about a 5/8 mile speedway. But the racing has been tremendous on the speedway this year because of those alternate tires. Mm-hmm. So it looks like they might have found something good for the short track races, because the short track races have been El Stinko this year. They just don't have the right combination of things. But these alternate tires, actually, what I'd like to see them do is run the alternate tires on the left side and the standard tires on the right, because the alternate tires, the tires on the left side of the car don't, how should I say it, don't put down the amount of rubber on the track that the alternate tires would. So they look like they're experimenting, and it looks like the first set of cars that come in for the pit stop, and I haven't seen any alternates going on. So they're all still playing for the second turn. The idea being is that they can put the soft tires on the first, after the first pit stop. So we'll see what we shall see. I can't wait for the 500. I think that the field was fast. I mean, you've got a bunch of guys doing some 234 laps, and 234 is pretty awesome. And the field is up, so they're going to run the race next week. They got a practice day tomorrow. They got another practice day on Friday, which is considered carburetor day. That's dating way back when they had carburetors on cars. And it gave a chance for the guys to get the carburetor set up for what presumably will be the temperature of the day. And this year, it's basically set up to set up your wings so that it will race the speed you want it to race. And that's always interesting to watch, because you got guys that have really laid down the wings so they can go very, very fast, but they can't stay in the gas as much as the guys that left their wings up. So it's always fun to watch. And Friday will be good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Saturday's off, and the race is on Sunday. That started the duel for Kyle Larson. He runs 500 miles here and then goes down and runs 600 miles at Charlotte. It'll be fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Next one, or we're done. Oh, we're done.
We're done.
Oh, okay. All right. I did not know that. I thought we had some more. All right, cool. Yeah.
My hat.
What's up with your hat?
Well, when the Reds are doing good, I got the ribbon in front. When they're doing halfway, it's like that. Right now it says I'm running away.
I got you. Well, here's some fun for you for Cincinnati baseball. It may not be the Reds, but hold on. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Right. I screwed it up. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Now I got it. Never mind. Right. Yeah, it's a little fun with Cincinnati baseball. Like I said, it's not the Reds, but not that either. What the hell is it? Oh, there we go. I figured it out what I was doing wrong. Dirt. That's why it's called Dirt Productions. There we go.
Here with the winning pitcher, Grant Walker. And Grant, you tie a career high with 5 innings. You give up to the way you're approaching your at-bats and being able to get on base and set the table for your team.
Yeah,
You just gotta.
Just see him in the background. His video
Yeah.
about.
They got everything. That's it. So it's a really good feeling. We're in a pitcher's duel until the bottom of the sixth inning, your first career home run. I know, obviously, that was a big moment for you, and you know, you really helped your team out of the leadoff spot tonight. Yeah, just went up there trying to attack fastballs tonight.
He's swimming the medley.
Focusing on my mechanics. My coach is kind of taking me aside the past week and working on that.
That's great. Baseball is the best, ladies and gentlemen. It really is.
That was almost as bad as when I was shooting for Channel 18 up in Milwaukee. I'm doing an interview with Stan Fox in the infield of Hales Corner Speedway. In the background, which I don't see as I'm shooting it, is Kevin Olson shooting the moon. And that went on air.
Outstanding. Oh, here's another one for you. You guys want to see what 2 feet of run looks like on a fastball? This is a fastball, by the way. Here you go. Get ready. This is a sinker. All right.
Yeah.
2 feet of run.
Well, how much of this do you think is a product of, look, we're not going to catch people stealing. We're not going to catch people stealing. Well,
2 feet, dude. Good luck.
It started above his waist and damn near hit his knee.
Yeah. Unfucking believable. Real quick, go over the standings. There is some really cool shit going on in the AL East. At least at the top. Down at the bottom, it's once you get past second place, it's pretty ugly. But the young, the Baltimore Orioles remind me very much of the 2015, 2016 Cubs, just loaded with young talent who don't know actually how good they are and don't know they belong here yet. But they're there and they're crushing it. Gunnar Henderson's making a run for MVP for sure. But the Yankees, Pook.
I know you love the Yankees, bro.
Yeah, I know.
We know you love the Yankees. We know you love the Yankees. We know you make bets. You make bets intentionally so you can lose them. So you can come on air where Yankees have an excuse.
They're in first place, man. They're 2 games up on the.
You know what you remind me of
with
your Yankees? Hold on. Hold on, Rennie, real quick. You know what you remind me of with your Yankees? You remind me of these Marines that were a little bit, a little bit, and then Halloween rolls around, and what are they wearing, bro? They're wearing a dress. All right, that's what you remind me of with the Yankees, man. That's what you remind me.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Know your fucking place, trash.
All right, moving on. New York Yankees in first place. Baltimore Orioles, like I was talking about earlier, very young, very talented team. See what they can do. Maybe and an arm in there in the rotation. Maybe solidify that bullpen a little bit. But they're pretty nasty. Everything else in AL East is just rubbish. Unfortunately, in the Central, AL Central, the division that nobody ever wants to win. The Cleveland Guardians are up by a game and a half over the Kansas City Royals. Nobody saw that coming, but they're doing it, led by Bobby Witt Jr. and a pretty strong pitching staff. And the AL West, the Seattle Mariners. Despite George Kirby completely screwing my fantasy team today, they're up a game and a half on the Texas Rangers. The Houston Astros, who were a foregone conclusion just a couple of weeks ago, they're 8-2 in their last 10. They've closed the gap. They're now only 4 games out. So the trash can banging cheaters are climbing their way back up in the AL West. In the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies, probably one of the most exciting teams out there. Nobody saw this. The Atlanta Braves were not nobody. Everybody knew the Phillies were going to be competitive, but maybe win division because the Braves were the narrative, the de facto winners of the division. And after the offensive numbers they put up last year, but they've got a couple key guys kind of staking it up right now. And they're a little hurt too. So the Braves aren't, tomahawk and chopping too many people right now. They're 6-4 in the last 10.
Shelled, bro.
Yeah, they're 4.5
right now.
They're 4.5 games out as of right now. Rest
They're
of
getting
the
hammered. They're getting hammered by San Diego right now.
Are
too.
they?
I'm watching
Slam
the game.
Diego?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're getting smashed. 8-0, bro.
Rest of the division, not so much. Not very competitive. Mets, Nationals, and Marlins are absolutely terrible. I think they lead the league in negative run differential. Yeah, they do. Minus 82. That's not good. The Milwaukee Brewers are leading the NL Central 2 games up on the Cubs. 6-4 in the last 10. The Cubs have been slumping pretty bad. 4-6 in their last 10. Anybody want to guess where the Cubs rank in starting pitching in MLB?
I have no idea.
Fourth or fifth. Yeah. Guess what their bullpen ranks at? 28.
Wow.
That's a problem. That's a glaring fucking problem. That's a huge fucking problem. They'd probably be up 5, 6, 7 games up on the Brewers if they wouldn't have blown all those games with the bullpen. They just cannot hold on to a lead. And the rumor is, of course, I think I put a video of a Mason Miller, the closer out of Oakland, soon to be Sacramento, soon to be Las Vegas. Unfortunately, it's a fucking travesty, but moving on. That is rumored to be the number one landing spot for Mr. Mason Miller, who throws, like 102. It's the Chicago Cubs to help solidify that bullpen. They got to do something because they keep losing games like that, and I'm guessing Jed Hoyer, who is a Theo Epstein guy, recognizes this. At least I fucking hope he does, and he's ready to pull the trigger on doing something like that and getting a guy like Mason Miller over to the Cubs. Asking price for Mason Miller from the Oakland Athletics is pretty fucking high. So the Cubs might be playing. Well, wait, the deadline type shit. I don't know. We'll see. Pittsburgh Pirates, who debuted the other week. We didn't get to talk about last week because it was Mother's Day. It was Paul Skeens, who is an absolute beast. First game out, I was kind of boys got a little bit of control issues, but Jesus, when he's dialed in, it's nasty. And he was dialed in on Friday. I think it was 6-7 innings, 11 strikeouts. He struck out the side to start the game. Guy throws 101, 102, 103 on his fastball. He throws a curveball slider, and they call it splinker. Whatever the fuck that is. And he's looking pretty nasty. So he as long as he stays healthy, he should be all right. The Pittsburgh Pirates got a pretty young core, especially starting pitching wise, to move forward. So best of luck to the Buccos, the Cardinals, and the Reds. Man, the Reds turned out so promising right at the top there, but they have just not been hitting lately. They're 3-7 in the last 10. Now they ran the buzzsaw. There's the Dodgers. That doesn't help, but yeah, there's some glaring weaknesses in there. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Probably nothing. But I like your ballpark. Cool. And West, the Dodgers. Jesus Christ, this is even fucking what we're talking about. They're 8 games up. It's 4 in the last 7 games on the second place team, the San Diego Padres, who are probably they're in that wild card slot there. They're 24, just below 500. 5 left, and apparently they're beating the brakes off of the Braves right now. So there's that. Somebody keeps on crushing pitching. I don't know who this guy is.
Hey, Chicago. What do you say? Cubs gonna win today.
Showtime Shoto Imanaga is just lighting shit up. Just check his baseball reference page. In 2204, he's got a WAR of 3.0, 5 wins. His ERA is 0.
Freeze.
8-4. Yes, there you go. 8-4. He started 9 games, won 5 of them, 53.2 innings pitched, 58 strikeouts, and a 0.913 whip. This dude is closing in and is basically in history, like one of the nastiest dudes so far in his first 9 starts. Average. Guess what the average major league fastball is? Take a guess, boys.
95, 96.
The most valuable pitch, though, is a 92 mile an hour fastball. The major league average is 94.1 or 92 94. Yeah, 94. Let's call it 94. It's 94.01, but 94 miles an hour. Imanaga's fastball is 92.1 miles per hour. All the statistics that you want to throw at him, his four-seamer is a plus 9 runs prevented. His fastball has 3.4 inches of rise, which is kind of a misnomer because it doesn't actually rise. What it does is stay on plane from the backspin.
Yeah. It
doesn't actually rise, but 3.4 inches, only behind Cutter Crawford. Who the fuck is that? And Alex Visa. Nobody knows who those guys are. His most four-seam Ks by starting pitching average under 94 miles per hour in 2024. Shota is 5th with 17, an average of 92.1 miles per hour. You guys want to see a splitter? This is stupid. I'll show it to you, see if I can do it. Yeah, it won't let me do it. That's all right. Basically, the break is about 2 feet on it, and you're looking at 92 to 93 miles an hour on his fastball, and his splitter is like 83-ish, 84.
Oh, really?
So you're looking at, anywhere from like a 6 to an 8 mile an hour drop per pitch.
Yeah.
Not a lot of lefties throw splitters, but Shota is probably the best on it. Guys just lighten up. It's unbelievable. I can't say enough about him. The Cubs wouldn't be anywhere where they are with him. They got him for 3 years with, I think, 2 club options. So he could be with the Cubs for 5 years. Definitely outshining quite a bit the big Dodgers pickup and Yamamoto, but we'll see. Go over a couple neat things and stat leaders in MLB. Ranger Suarez leads all pitchers with 8 wins. Seth Lugo, who I just picked up on my fantasy team, is 7. Yeah, I picked him up on my fantasy team. Trying to figure that one out. I don't know how I did it either. Batting average is Steven Kwan out of Cleveland. Dude just fucking rakes. Shohei Ohtani, who they're already talking about being the MVP as a DH. And I don't know if a DH has ever been an MVP before. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but he's definitely up there. Trey Turner, 343. William Contreras and Salvador Perez. 2 catchers, number 4 and number 5 in batting average, which is crazy. Can't think of a time that's ever happened. Home run leaders, Kyle Tucker with 15. Gunnar Henderson, a catcher for Baltimore with 15 home runs apiece. Earned run average, Shota, of course, leading it, 0.84. Next closest guy is Ranger Suarez with a 1.37. Javier Assad, also a Cub, 1.49. Seth Lugo, 1.79. And Take Tsubaki, I know I fucked that up, but that's all right, 1.80. RBIs, Alex Bohm with 42. Saves, Emmanuel Clace from Cleveland Guardians. Hits, Shohei is leading the league with 66, but his teammate, Mookie Betts, 64. Strikeouts, Tyler Glasnow. Good to see him healthy. Please stay healthy. I like him. I like his attitude. I like how he throws. A flamethrower power pitcher. He's got 81 Ks. Jack Flaherty giving a big fuck you to St. Louis. Since moving to Detroit, he's got 72 strikeouts. Stolen bases. Dad, guess how many the number 2 guy in stolen bases has in MLB this year? Guess. Or Pook. Just throw a number out.
I don't have no idea.
Is Otani's 11 stolen bases or is it 21?
No, I have no. He's not even on the list. Believe it or not.
Who steals bases? Dela Cruz Missile, right? He steals bases, right?
Brian Terang is number 2 in MLB in stolen bases with 18. Guess how many Ellie De La Cruz has?
I don't know, but he's quick and fast.
I'm going to say 28.
30. He's got 30.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 stolen bases. Jesus. 30. It's not
The
even
problem
June.
is they never get him home.
well, this guy that I played with, we called him Shady Grady, and because he's always stole bases, and that's all he did. And the only way we could get him in is to get him on base, and then he's still second, and then he's still third, and then we just sacrifice him in. Yes. Oh man, it's great. Other things I maybe want to show here real quick. Kyle Tucker going off. Kyle Tucker had another multi-home run game today. He's had how many's he had? He's got 15. Yeah, it doesn't say how many he's had in a row, but let's see what else is there. Another cool thing from at S Langs on Sport, which is where make sure you give her some love. Get over on Twitter and find her. It's at S Langs on Sports. She's the lovely lady who worked for MLB and ESPN. That's why I wear this shirt. You can see ALS baseball is the best. She's great. She puts out some of the best nugs on Twitter. Matt Olson of the Braves has played his 500th consecutive game, dated back to 5/2/21. Only longer streak since 2000 is Miguel Tejada, Whit Merrifield, Prince Fielder, Alex Rodriguez, and Hideki Matsui from 2003 2006. What else is there to talk about here? Gotta follow him for sure. Not much else. Just kind of enjoying the season. I'm kind of frustrated with the Cubs because it is, the Cubs are the Cubs. I'm trying to think of the saying.
Cubs. As a Cubs fan, because I don't know much about baseball in general, and I really don't know much about the Cubs, honestly. But as a Cubs fan, I've seen them play live this year at over here at the baseball park here in Arizona, and I've watched them on TV from time to time. And like you said, man, they got everything together. They got their shit together except for relief pitching.
Yeah,
they got bats. They got starting pitching. All they need is some relief. Now, if they make some moves, they could be a contender. I mean, we'll is that delusional? Is that a delusional Cubs fan talking? If they make some moves, they could be a contender.
Yeah, they definitely gonna have to make something, especially with the bullpen. It's
Cody Bellinger is freaking sick.
They're definitely in a wild card. That's not an issue.
I mean, you talk about clutch, man. Cody Bellinger's clutch, man. They got some performers on that team, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see, but life is a lot like the Chicago Cubs, and that's why
box of chocolates.
We have cemeteries in Wrigley Field. It is what it is. They'll be all right. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I love watching my games. My son is now getting back into hanging out with me and watching games with me, which is really cool. Although he doesn't quite get who to root for sometimes. So anything happens, he gets excited. He's like, "Yeah!" I'm like, "No, that was bad. Like, don't do that." We don't root for hanging curveballs, but it is what it is. To close us out, I want to thank T for helping us out. Of course, Pook, Brother Bishop, Pook Dog, Pops. Remember, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Been there, done that. Got the members only jacket and the bumper sticker. But there's plenty of resources out there. All you got to do is ask. I know it's hard, but once you pull that trigger instead of the other one, you're on your way. The next final thoughts, I guess I'll go to Pops, and we'll close out with Brother Bishop Pook Dog.
The Wisconsin Athletic Association, I don't know, the governing body of Wisconsin sports pulled a real boner. There's this kid whose parents are missionaries, and he attended a school in Wisconsin and then went to live with his folks and be homeschooled. And he did that until his senior year. However, he has run in unofficial races where he set the 1 mile record. Maybe I think it was a mile or 100-yard dash. Don't know which. But anyway, Wisconsin will not allow him to participate in the state tournament because his parents don't live here.
But he
Now,
lives in Wisconsin. That's crazy.
He lives in Wisconsin.
That's crazy.
And his mom has now come back to live with him in Wisconsin. And they still don't allow it because the family doesn't live in Wisconsin.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, and he has set numerous times unofficial records. They've never been recognized by the state because he's not in a state running event. And they won't allow him to participate in a state running event, even though he's obviously better than the national record. So leave it to Wisconsin. They can see this is perfectly natural.
Man,
I mean, it's not like the kid is cheating. It's not like he's too old. They've already seen his birth certificate.
Yeah.
And they say, yeah, this is a valid birth certificate. But his dad is not here. And so therefore we're not going to allow him.
Oh, that's so.
How many kids? But here's the thing.
How many single? Yeah. How many single moms or single dads who have kids in athletics? Yeah, me too. There's
got to be some kind of money going on. Something's going on. Some rich family that holds records. Something's got to be going on. It's just nonsense.
Yeah, it's typical Wisconsin. We were always able to do it weird. So we'll have to wait and see. Larson, by the way, is in 13th place. He started 24th. And he's up to 14th. And they're on lap 78 of 200. So it's going to be interesting to see how far he goes this time. So it'd be neat to see him qualify for Indianapolis 500 and then win this race. That would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Poop,
I'm out of stuff.
You know what?
Move on to Pukas.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I said I'm out of stuff. Move on to Pukas.
Oh, right on. Okay, so anyway, when I think of Wisconsin, I think of cheese, beer, fat women. I really don't think about people getting screwed over and obvious corruption within athletics. I don't know, man. That's wild. So that's a real wild story. But that being said, I saw a headline. The New York Post, right, said that it said I'm paraphrasing, but it pretty much said U.S. and Dr. Fauci responsible for gain of function research in Wuhan lab, right? And I'm like, how can they print the slander in the newspapers? That's what I want to know. How can they print this bullshit on the front page of a paper? Dr. Fauci, you got to be kidding me! I got my Dr. Fauci.
It's yours, okay? Okay.
I got my Dr. Fauci altar. What are you doing to me? This is, we got an innocent man, Dr. Fauci.
I'm coming for you! No.
Medic!
No.
First, they accuse this guy of having an experiment to
wrap it the fuck up.
Flesh-eating beetles. They accuse him of all this stuff, gain of function, and that horrible Matthew McConaughey movie where they blame him for AZT and AIDS patients dying. I mean, what are they doing to this guy?
I don't know. Wrap it up.
Dr. Fauci. I'm going to get a tattoo of Dr. Fauci on the cross on my arm. They're crucifying my doctor. It's bullshit. All right. America's doctor. They're crucifying America's doctor. You should be pissed off too. You should be outraged, Vinny.
I didn't do fucking shit.
All right, Pooh.
All right.
What you got, bub?
All right.
You good? You good? You sure?
I think he's good.
Okay. Are you sure? Okay. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check us out next week. Give us some love. Remember, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And I guess I'll do what I usually do and have my son get us out of here ish.
I'm pretty tired.
Think I'll go home now.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.